What do you do in meeting for worship? I think what I do depends quite a lot on how I'm feeling. I don't really sit down with a plan. I quite often sit down with relief. And then I have to take a look at how I'm feeling. Am I tired? Normally. I've got a 1-year-old. Am I feeling fidgety? I'm feeling, it's going to be hard work to sit still. Or sometimes I might be feeling quite calm. But it takes me a moment before I can join in properly, before I can really be sat with everyone, listening. I think I start by just noticing how I'm sat. Might be cross-legged on the floor. Might be sat in a chair. Maybe a chair that's a bit too comfy. It's dangerous, that, I think. I'm sure I'm not the only one that's noticed friends enjoying a little snooze in meeting from time to time. I think I need a chair that's a bit uncomfy. The soft cushion underneath the bottom, probably, but something that makes me sit up straight. What I'm normally trying to do in meeting is listen. And I think a good basis for my listening is to have a concentration in my body. I imagine there's a little string pulling on my head, just gently, not pulling me rigid, just so I'm not slumped. And put my hands in my lap with the fingers facing up. I normally close my eyes, as I've done now, without even thinking about it. I stretch my fingers up and towards each other. Again, not pulling them out. Just sort of not relaxed. Or not totally relaxed. I like to feel the ground underneath my feet. I can feel supported by it, and I can push back on it a bit. And all of this time I'm thinking about my body, about my breath. Which is very useful, because it pushes away some of those other thoughts that you might arrive in meeting with, the clutter of the day-to-day. Then I try and stretch out with my ears. What can I hear around me? It's funny, when I first started recording this, I don't know if you heard it, but my neighbour was mowing their lawn. They've stopped now, and it feels very quiet. I think I can hear the radio on somewhere. You might hear people shuffling. Somebody might cough. Somehow, even when it's very quiet, there are little noises we all make of a rustle. And even with your eyes closed, you can tell that you're in a big room or a small room. You can tell whether there are lots of people around you, only a few, or maybe you're on your own in your room with a screen in front of you. It's good to notice everybody. We're all here together. I might stay that for a long time. Quite often, after a little while, my eyes open up. Yours don't have to. And as well as listening to that connection between us, can look round and feel that connection. The people sat in a room. Maybe in front of you there's a screen with people online. Sometimes if I'm feeling pretty good, pretty centered and calm, then I'll send them a little bit, just with my eyes, each person individually. Send them a bit of that warmth that I might be feeling. But at other times it might be a bit the other way round. I might be reaching out to them, to everyone, with some requests. Pulling in some support, pulling in some of that warmth. Reminding myself that we're doing this together. We're all here together. We're a community. There might be special people, your family, your friends. There might be complete strangers. But we're all doing this together, no matter what. During this process, and often quite early on, or later on, depending, if it's going well, some of that clutter, all of those thoughts that I arrived with that were whizzing around my head, that's quieted down. And so you can see or hear what's left. I think of them like submarine surfacing. Something coming out. A bubble rising up. Ah. I hadn't seen that before. I hadn't heard it among the noise. Maybe I had, but I couldn't concentrate on it. For me, I think of that like listening to. Might be something big, something exciting, something a bit scary. Sometimes, in those really special moments, it comes up out of nowhere and is just pure certainty, realization. That gives me the most magical feeling. Doesn't happen very often. And as you listen to what might come out of your head, what might come up above the noise, you can choose whether it's something that you notice and then say goodbye to. Don't need to think about that right now. Or whether it's something that actually is a bit knobbly, something worth really sitting with. And if it feels like something, it's just another bit of noise, that's okay too. Let's take another breath and focus back to your body. See what comes next.